The starboard ain't big enough for the both of us.
You're sure right, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the King Seat match of Division 1 of Season 9 of the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. This is going to be epic. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms, this way, for the start of this, and Mr. Nick DeShare. Nick, man, first of all, good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a few days since TOC wrapped up, and man, what a tournament that was, and we are in for an epic battle tonight.
The Tournament of Champions is one of the best events in darts in general. And I mean that when I say darts, like the entire sport of it. And the PPD do such a great job of throwing it on out there. So many different main events, so much different highs and lows. And you can hear roaring, cheering, and as you once put it, a symphony of beeps constantly going on out there. I love to see us coming off that, and coming off that with our King Seat match of the CSC Challenger Series with our current Elite Finale champion, Mike Maloney, going up against a previous champion in the CSI, Ram Guevara.
Yeah, I mean, listen, their battles are at this point epic. They hold the record for the most 9 marks in one match at 53. They have countless times of averaging over a 6.0. I am expecting greatness tonight from these two players, and I think that they're both going to bring it. If they push each other early, this could be one for the books.
It certainly can be. I mean, I asked both these players predictions on score lines, predictions on 9 marks, and they always talk about this one and saying, yeah, this is the one that can go all the way. This is the one that could potentially be record setting, which is crazy because we just saw 42 9 marks this season in that Leonard Gates Alex Spellman match. Could we see more tonight? Does that hit? And are we going to break a record? Ram thinks we're going to break a record amount of 9s tonight, and I think that's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, and I think you asked both players what were the scoreline predictions, and both of them said 9-7 in favor of each other. And I think that says a lot. They're both coming in confident. Usually you get players, especially at this level, will be like, oh, just hoping for a good battle. Ram's a tough competition, or Mike's tough. But they're both saying that they're going to win. And I'm really looking forward to see if, one of them is going to get the job done. Who is it going to be? Let's look at the tail of the tape, my friend.
Yeah, starting off with Hulk Smash, Mike Maloney, our current Elite Finale champion with Ryan Jervis, playing out of the Cantina for Excel Entertainment, playing for 18 plus years, averaging a 5.79 and a 6.26 there on the All-Star rank list. Throwing those win more, Mike Maloney, 18-gram darts. And again, coming off that big win, but also big asterisks where he has a little bit of an arm injury that's playing a factor going into this. And it's not that it's bothering him, but more so that he can't stop thinking about it. And I'm really curious to see how that affects him tonight.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think that the finale run and how well he played in the finale run kind of softened that blow for him. But I don't know if he's feeling good with that arm at this point or if not. But I want to talk real quick. He's only played 58 games. He has 67 9 marks total. So he's averaging over 1 per leg. It's gross. 7 marks at 126 is the highest out of everybody except for one person. And that one person has played 82 games versus his 58. So, I mean, what more can you say about Mike Maloney and the domination that he's had this season, just like he did last season when he won season 8?
Yeah, a tough competitor, but of course a tougher opponent. Tell us tonight about Mr. Ram Guevara Jr.
Yeah, Ram Screw City, or Screwston is what we refer to him as, from Star City Amusement. You've done that twice now.
I've done that
what
twice.
A ridiculous. This is why we can't ask random people at
I wrote down his
the
average wrong
TFC,
too.
who is this person? And what is their nickname? He's playing out of the stadium in Houston, Texas. He's been playing for 13 plus years. The average coming into this is a 5.64. You kept the same one for Mike Maloney. He's 392 on the All-Star rank list, and he's throwing those super darts. Ram Guevara, 9-gram barrels. He also has 33 9 marks and 3 white horses, 65 7 marks, 79 5 marks, and only 37 games played because of that first round bye he had against Alex Spellman.
Yeah, well, let's make one thing very clear. We do love Star City, and he's not trying to say screw Star City. My bad, Bobby. But no, yeah, he's a tough competitor. His darts might be half the weight, but he has twice the heart sometimes, it seems, on the dartboard. I'm really looking forward to seeing these two spar against each other. It's our most common matchup, it feels like, nowadays in Division 1, and it's one I could watch 1,000 more of.
Yeah, listen, it's a good day when we're about to do a match between Leonard Gates and Alex Spellman. I feel like it's a better day when we get to a match between Ram Guevara Jr. and Mike Maloney. This is a CSC, matchup for the ages, like it always has been. But let's go over the rules on that specific format for the CSC Challenger Series. If you've never watched before, welcome. Where you been? But it's a race to 9, double elimination style tournament. These players are both on the winner side of the bracket, so they have 0 losses heading into this. This is the king seat. It's a best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start that match, which we're seeing right here. And bullseye. And Mike Maloney is going to give the start. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PPD Mike Maloney player advantage rule. And if we go the distance.
And we go for speed.
Those players will cork for start in that last leg decider. And we are all looking for that, my friend. All right. Smarter men have given these predictions before, but give me your final scoreline prediction and how many 9s are we having?
I'm going to go ahead and say the line tonight is at 38.5 on 9s. And I'm going to take Ram Guevara in a 9-8 win.
Well, boom goes the dynamite to start off from Ram Guevara Jr. There's the first of many. I can guarantee you that. You said you had who winning 9-8?
I have Ram winning 9-8. That arm thing scared me a little bit about picking Mike, although maybe it's a misnomer. Maybe it's a false claim. Who knows?
I don't think it's a false claim. I think that he is having that issue, but man, it's Mike. He battles through all these different ailments and itises and, scuff marks on the shoes. He ends up coming out on top. And I think the CSI victory is really going to give him the finale victory is going to give him a lot of momentum heading into this.
I will say for everyone watching along, Mike Maloney was in the room when the CSI presentation was going on and the trophy is getting presented to Leonard. And afterwards, when I was putting it back, I walked up to Mike and asked if he wanted to practice holding it in case he ever actually wins the CSI.
Oh, and he said,
probably something I shouldn't repeat.
That's fair.
No, but talk about that though. The finale win, right? Finally getting one of those main event first places, and it's one of the best one. Well, mathematically, it is the best one as far as prize money.
Yeah, first of all, the TOC finale is unique. It's so unique. So much money on the line for what eventually becomes an invitational blind draw. And you never know who your partner is going to be. Mike gets Ryan Jervis this year, who's playing excellent out of Wisconsin. And the expectations going into that is you're going to win. But at the same time, you still have to pull that off. And to see those guys battle through that and get the job done was great to see. Oh, yeah, Screwston just above the wire on the last one.
It's a great battle. That's what I love about the CSC Challenger Series leading into TOC and everything is like you get to see these characters, these personalities just play week in, week out on these shows. WCS as well with the very, very, very talented ladies. And then all of a sudden you get to see them partner up or play against each other. You see super teams get formed. I mean, Ryan Jervis and Mike Maloney immediately is on everyone's radar as a statistical anomaly of partners.
Well, yeah, and you get the same thing with John Edwards, Kellen Sperlin, right? They were actual double partners. Picked that this week. Mike's up. And we didn't see him throw those 3 darts, but that's okay.
Because it wasn't going to be a winning shot. That's why. We don't care.
As Ram's going to step up here, try and hit a lot of bowls. He needs 6 of them to get the point lead back. Not going to do that. So Mike Maloney to take leg number 1 and send this to a 1-0 lead for Hulk Smash.
Sean, I gotta say it, man. I'm just absolutely embarrassed by my lack of proper switches. If only there was a real live stream producer around here, someone of GOAT status, someone of talented acclaim that could help right my wrongs. Is there anybody here like that?
Well, unfortunately,
Jeff McMahon
the guys
joining
who do
us
it
on the mic.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you here with us.
Oh, I love it. Speaking of which, we are, I believe, about to be joined by. No, we're not. You just don't want to. You just don't want to do it.
Just feed him in the whole time.
Hey, well, the GOAT, Mr. William Stewart. Will, welcome to the King Seat match of the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. We realized that you were having a bad hair day. Didn't want to be on camera, but it's good to see you here.
Well, it's great to be here, guys. Thanks for having me. Will Stewart.
Look at me speed walk. I'm so fast now. Look at me go. I'm running down the Costco aisles.
I'm just waiting for Will to post the race that we did back at Booyah Cup. For some reason, he hasn't posted that yet. Oh, there he is.
Well, the VMix can't hear him. The internet is still wondering where Will Stewart is, unfortunately. But I promise you, he probably said something very funny and quippy right back to Sean. Probably talking about how the race was illegitimate at the Booyah Cup, much like my race against Will was last year at TOC. Not this year. This year was fine.
Well, until then, you're going to get the sultry sounds of Nick Teixeira and Sean Green on the mic as we wait for Will to get in there. But guys, hit that like button, hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are live here for the King Seat match of Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, and boom goes the dynamite. Ram Guevara. That's only the second one of the evening. And I say only because,
it's a slow start for him, right? I mean, we saw what a fast start on the nines looks like when you saw Alex and Leonard play. They were hitting 4 a leg, it felt like. This one's starting off a little bit slower, but Mike mentioned it, is that they hit all of theirs and the record-setting 53-9 marks pretty much in the back half. So it's entirely possible that can happen at any point one way or another.
Yeah, they started off on fire. And then rattled off so many near the end of the match with Ram getting that comeback. But yeah, it's good to see out of these players throwing extremely well right this second. Ram a 5.67 to a 5.2. They're still just scrapping to get going here early on.
And that just shows you how much they've raised the expectations every time they've played against each other. Every time these guys duke it out, we expect to see records broken. We expect to see 6+ averages. And that has to be some substantial pressure when you know for a fact that everybody watching, there's over 1,000 people probably thinking very similar things.
And you saw the first 9 from Mike Maloney there. And Ram just, all right, cool. That was a great 9. I'm still going to keep control.
And he put himself in the right position to do so. Mike can't do too much here. He pokes the bull. He did try to close around the board there to leave himself a game shot. He's, no matter what, hoping for an error from Mr. Guevara. Mr. Guevara is going to say politely, no.
Yeah, I'll always say the worst strategy is a strategy of hope. Because it usually does not work out. Big hat trick from Ram Guevara Jr. 5-2-5 is still a bit low where they're going to get. But 1-1 scoreline.
Yeah, no, 1-1, and they're absolutely off to the races in a steady pace so far. It's like they're warming up with a slight jog in these 5 ranges, and you expect them to get into a full sprint later on.
Well, boom goes the dynamite start from Mike Maloney. Smashes in a 9 to open up the leg. Is this where we start seeing them take off? They had a couple warm-up legs, and here we go.
I was so ready to say yes. I was waiting for the darts to do the classic, like, oh, wait till they throw and then sound really smart. But then I started explaining what I was doing instead of just not saying the thing.
All right, so your job is to find a 27-year-old Wisconsinite in Kenosha this weekend, because that will be Pickle. Who's commentating in Kenosha? Well, that's the A-plus team of Will Stewart and Nick Durachi DeShera. Make sure you guys have a brat for me.
It is nice to have a dart tournament an hour and a half from my house, compared to the long 7-hour drive to TOC. I'm happily taking that trade, although I know I have big shoes to fill there and big costumes to put on too. So I would love to see you out there again, because I know I had a lot of blast hanging out with you, Mooney, Jen, Will, the whole gang at TOC.
Yeah, it was good to have the gang back together. It had been a while since we'd been on the road together, relatively speaking. And so good to get that going. And I know there's a lot of great content that's going to come out here as we get a Maloney double there for that big 8 mark from Hulk Smash to stay out in front in leg number 3. But Ram heating up with the 6-3-3 now.
Danny Bag is saying, who would everyone rather have on commentary, Will and Nick or Danny and Sean? I can tell you which doubles team wins that, but I couldn't tell you in commentary who would win that.
Oh, I could tell you it's the same team's going to win both of that.
Oh, wow. You have a lot of faith. I have been feeling pretty good with my darts in the last couple of days.
Oh, not you and Will.
Oh, no.
I have one of the best players in North America. I don't care how retired he is.
Yeah, he's been quite retired a few times in his career anyway. So, no, I will say, let's go ahead and just ask the chat here. We filmed a video where Sean took us to school, and we did a little bit of a "Are you smarter than a 5th grader?" between Will and I. Chat, who do you guys think is smarter? Let us know in the comments.
I have a weird feeling that a lot of people are going to get that answer right.
I don't know how to take that.
Badly. It's kind of the same thing of asking date, marry, kill questions between the 3 of us. We kind of knew who was going to get killed the most.
Yeah, well, that one was a given, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Will.
Ram, try to make a last stand on the Bulls. Really need that last start to be a double just to force more than a single on the off chance for Mike Maloney, because now Mike, no matter what, as long as it's at least a single, will be able to punch out these 2 bulls. Go ahead, hit a triple to make it a moot point anyways. The only correct answer, Justin McCurry, saying neither were smarter than a 5th grader.
And no one said you or Will, just by the way.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
Yeah. It's Danny. I knew I was going to win that.
Let's also be so for real. I also would pick Sean and Danny over myself and Will. Here's the thing. I'm not saying Will and I don't have some flow together on the mic, but I think Danny is electric when he does do it. And I think Sean works the best with anybody. Like, you are the most versatile of all the commentators.
Stop it. Keep going. I appreciate it. That's nice of you to say. It's just to the fact that I get to work with brilliant people all the time. And man, listen, don't miss out on the biggest Harrows launch of the year. Take a sneak peek into the 2026 with exciting new Harrows darts, accessories, and so much more. While you're at it, Don't forget to shop the A to Z Darts October Dart of the Month special before the month ends. Just tap the banners on the A to Z Darts website to shop the collection.
You guys should do that. There's a whole collection out there. It's really cool stuff. As Ram's going to go
Major
ahead and hit
collection.
a big 8 there for a Broom Goes the Jander. Trying to bring that one back, but I think that one might stay dead.
Yeah, bloom goes the flower. If it's springtime.
Bloom Goes the Flower, yeah. That's not springtime. It's fall. I haven't experienced the fall in quite some time, Sean. I got to be honest. It's very trippy.
Jason's way too nice. But Jason Will asked a great question earlier, and it's the fact that these guys play at a rapid pace. And if there's any type of delay whatsoever, do you think that would throw either of them off?
Probably, but let's put an asterisk on that, right? Like when you're playing in a good rhythm and a flow, you don't want anything to take you out of it. That's a given. But because they're also playing a remote matchup, you have to wait for the game screen in between turns. Sometimes there's just random stuff that happens. They have a certain level of expectation of the rhythm getting broken inconsequentially. So I'm going to say it does affect them, but not by as much of a margin as you would expect.
Also, if you look at these two players they throw really quickly once they get to the line, but they do wait for this game screen to pretty much switch before they actually get to the line. They step up to it, but if you watch Ram right here, never mind. Don't switch over. Never mind. That was the worst possible switch that we could have done to talk about that. Yay. So anyway,
yeah,
back to this.
That was a great
they will wait to
for me.
step up. As Mike did hit a 9 mark to get out in front in that last turn, and now a 7 to kind of solidify it. He's up 37 points against the throw, but Ram's going to ram. Oh, that's unlucky on dart 2.
It doesn't collect on dart 3 either. To add a dart, you expected Ram to go ahead and convert on at least the big 9 mark there. And I say expected. It's the 17s on the last dart, and the first I was inviting on the 16. This is an interesting
and another
moment.
7. Throwing a 7.0 in leg number 4. So Mike's starting to heat up. That elbow seems to be just fine.
Well, he did also mention when I was talking with him about it that he's hoping that the pace of singles play and stuff will kind of keep him from thinking about it. Because, he literally has like special tape on his shoulder or on his elbow right now. It's just one of those things where it's sometimes the question of how much is it affecting you versus how much you're thinking about it, right? And that's kind of where his head was already at. But I also knowing Mike Maloney, it might not get him to a 6+ gear, but if he can stay in a 5.5 gear, then it might be a little interesting. Because right now, Ram currently sitting at a 4.99.
Yeah, 5-3 is what Ram just made this bull race, but Mike still has to get rid of the 15s, which he loves that double. It's going to take 2 darts. And he gets the double bull, so Ram needs 5. And don't put it past him to hit the 5. Otherwise, Mike's going to take a 3-1 lead early in this king seat.
This would be quite the moment.
Oh.
Quite the
No
moment.
way!
Ram Guevara!
Big darts from Ram.
My
Unbelievable.
And that's a must-hit shot. That's a must-hit shot.
Yep. It changes the dynamic of everything. And wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the King Seat match of Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series. That reminded me right there of the Continental Cup Finals this past Saturday. Alex Bowman versus David Cameron. David Cameron sitting on a double for the out, and Spellman at 146. Heading into the break, it's a 5-1 lead for David Cameron. Spellman takes out the 146 going into the break and never lost a leg after that. So does that momentum shift from Ram it won't make that much of a difference, but that is a great spin as you see all the comments coming in with the wow and 6 and such darts, and Jody is just talking about someone being a loser.
Let's also acknowledge it as it is, right? That was to prevent a 2-game separation. In this format, it is so imperative that you avoid those scenarios. So for everyone's purposes, as that's a beautiful...
Boom goes the dynamite from Ram Guevara.
It's also important because you can afford that separation because it's so much more work to do it later on. Mike's going to feel like he let that leg get away from just a bit at the end. Does that help or hurt? Right now, you can see the frustration after that beautiful first start.
Yeah, ran back to his honeypot. And he's not going to do as much damage as he wanted to do there. Mike, a chance to run on the 20s. And I don't see him switching at all.
You really shouldn't. At least if he grabs 2, he has the option if he wants
He's switching.
it.
Well, he switches and smashes in a 9. I don't know why I'm speaking anymore, you know?
So now Ram, if he gets a 9 on the 18s there, will get the point lead back, but can't get a shot at the 20s. And that's what's going to happen.
Well, of course. Back-to-back 9s in this leg. Ram has 2 in this leg. Mike with 1. And, well, now they're starting to heat up a little bit, my friend.
Yeah, now this is about what we expected. They were a couple legs off the jump, starting off slow with pedestrian 5s and 5.2s and 5.5s. And now they're like, okay, we're going to go ahead and get back into the mix here, throwing some true electric stuff. Oh, here we go.
I'm not missing the 18s. Or the 20s. Back-to-back 9s from Ram Guevara Jr. Boom goes the dynamite. He has 3 in this leg. And Ram's trying to attack the Maloney throw.
Ram
and
really
carry that momentum from last leg.
He wanted the 9-mark record. He mentioned that he was going to try to throw 30. So he has 24 to go and a really exciting night in front of him if that's true.
Man, that's so many for how long there is left to go in this thing, or could be left to go in this. I want to shout out a Steven Diker. I'm going to guess that's Scuba's brother, potentially, saying that if you want to watch a rapid pace, watch Ashley Went, and you are not wrong, because if you blinked, you would have missed it, and with how fast Ashley throws.
That's fair. Steve is short for Steven.
Nope, it's completely different. That's a complete different. That's like Clark Kent, Superman. You know.
Oh,
that's the way I look at that.
I couldn't tell if that was a bit at first or not. I'm going to be completely honest here. There you go. Ram does get a break of throw. The 6.65 to just the 5.0 from Mike Maloney. A very strong leg at the right times with those shots. And so it circles all the way back, Sean. When circle back a couple rounds in that leg, should have Mike have closed at 17 when he did, or does the extra dart at the trip 20 help? Because Ram does follow with the 9 to get the point lead back on the 18s, right?
Yeah, and you know the strategy is always the right strategy if you're going to hit it. And unfortunately, in that situation, Ram was able to hit everything that he was aiming at. There's not a whole lot Mike can do when your opponent hits everything, you know? And so, except for hit everything back. And he tried to do that. It just seemed like Ram just had that extra gear in that leg, and it's now a 3-2 lead for Ram Guevara Jr. We will get that scoreboard updated.
Certainly is a 3-2 lead if I've ever seen one.
John Edwards. Steven is Steve's brother. Their sister is named Stevie, too. It's a Wisconsin thing.
I'm sorry for asking. That's on me, honestly. There's a lot to unpack there. Do you guys ever get like confused with family reunions?
Stevens.
Like where to sit?
No, I mean there's enough separation in the names.
There's a little
Mike
bit of a
Maloney.
jump from Mike Maloney. You love to see that.
Another 9 moving around the board. All that really happened in that leg was that Ram got the potential throw to get to 8 first, right? He's still not at a point now where Mike is a breakdown where he has to break Ram's shot at any point in time. Mike dropped his dart there. Gonna dust it right on off and hit the 16s.
And again,
6.75.
6.7. It's also important to highlight too. Again, Mike had an opportunity. If Ram doesn't have 5 bulls, a very likely opportunity to convert on a 3-1 lead. And now instead he is going to go ahead and hold throw for 3-3, and they're going to be fighting for an advantage going into the break. And very quick pacing as per expected with these guys.
Yeah, and listen, folks, you're going to want to hit that like button, hit that share button, tag someone right now who is not watching this match that you know should be, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, Partners Promoting Darts or USA Darts. Tag someone that you know has just forgotten that this beautiful, beautiful matchup's going on. And who cares about Game 7 of the NLCS? It's not important.
If I can't even tell you what the acronym means, then you don't need to care about it yourself, as that's going to be a 3-3 matchup now.
Yeah, 3-3 scoreline. Ram with the throw to send us to the break. What has surprised you early on, my friend? And is there anything that you're looking at here to pay attention to after the break?
The fact that they're just both below their season averages right now by a pretty significant portion. Again, you're looking at a 5.79 and a 5.64 for Mike and Ram respectively. Right now, Mike at a 5.41 and a 5.25 for Ram. So both averaging just about 0.4 below. Oh, the chat's correcting you.
Yeah, it's fine. It was ALCS. I knew it as soon as I said it. Oh well. You know, whatever.
That's what I know. I didn't even correct you. But
look at this.
I will say the average disparity is definitely the highlight point right now, because both of these guys are thinking, okay, if I play my season average right now, I run away with this position. But the actual answer is, if one of these guys clicks into that gear, the other guy's going to follow right behind.
Well, Mike threw a 4+ average in the last leg. He did get a 7 mark to get back into the 5.5s there, but this is not the Mike Maloney that we have been used to seeing so far, but this is the Ram Guevara Jr. Hammers another 7.
Yeah, pretty good consistent play from Ram. Looking likely to hold throw. Not much Mike can do. Again, starting to get to the area of hoping for favors, but he did the first one for himself by finding that beautiful 9.
Yeah, that 9 mark, at least it gives him a flag in the green, right? There's a little bit of hope there.
Hope's gone.
And Ram's going to get rid of that now.
Oh, chose to stay. Interesting.
He's trying to throw in a kill shot.
I don't love it though, just because you're already a 9 mark ahead after the 6. You can shoot that 16. If you close it, they can't get the point lead back on the 15s while still betting it. I in this case works out just fine. So disregard.
And Ram just threw that first start real fat, aggressive on the second, and man, these guys, I'm telling you, there is one miss that happens and it's over. Like, that leg is spent. It's done. Mike started off too slow in the first 2 rounds of this leg, and Ram took control and never looked back.
I got to say this, though, and this is a testament to both these competitors, is the fact that, well, hold on. Ram's going to take this out.
Oh, yeah, he is. My goodness. 6.33 versus 6.0 in that one.
That's incredible.
Nick, finish your thought.
6.3360. This is exactly right. Is that what these guys do that no other dart player does? On average, I feel like I see players struggle with this. When you get to this high level of a game, you start thinking, okay, I missed my one time, this round's over, and you can tell players lose focus, lose sharpness. These guys, yes, they get mad that they missed that round and know that that's probably the case, but they fight through it, and that's how they get some scrappy wins and convert on results. That's what makes these guys champions of the CSC.
Well, these champions are going to battle up after we hear from both of them. So stay with us, folks. 4-3 lead for Ram Guevara Jr. As we head to our break, we'll be right back with the conclusion of the King Seat match of Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series right after this.
ALCS. Joined here by Mike Maloney for the King Seat match of CSC Division 1, a match that we feel quite familiar with. Well, this, Cowfolk, real quick, tell us where you're playing out of tonight and what vendor you're playing for.
As always, I'll be playing in Oswego, Illinois, playing for Excel Entertainment.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you back here, partner, as you're dressed for the occasion and what should be a great King Seat matchup. But you're coming off a up and down week, but there was some really big ups in there. Talk to us about TOC.
Yeah, my partners were big. The last event was a big up. The rest of the weekend kind of not up to par for me, and I don't really know, like I said, no pain really outside of Tuesday. Maybe something underlying uncomfortable, not letting me do my normal release or extension or follow through, whatever it is. I don't I don't really have the answer. It's weighing on my mind a little bit today, but it feels okay. So I'm gonna go in and hope for the best.
You're playing Ram once again. I mean, it has to be starting to get close to, if not your most common opponent in the CSC Challenger Series. Are you tired of playing him? What's your thoughts about tonight?
And I just have to capitalize on his mistakes. So and I know he's got the same mindset going in. So we both know what we bring to the table and what we're most likely going to see. It's honestly, it's a real toss-up whether we go on a streak versus one another or not. It's a toss-up on who the victor is going to be before you see the actual outcome.
And knowing that it's going to be a toss-up, what's the scoreline prediction for tonight for Mike Maloney, and how many 9 marks as well?
Oh man, so I that 40 plus is the only 40 plus. Obviously, we have the 53, but out of all of the matches over the years, the Gates and Spellman was the only 40 plus show in CSC history. So I don't know. It's tough to get there. I mean, everybody saw how they started out. When we did the 53, it's how we finished out. It has to be a real consistent, and honestly, it has to go 9-7, 9-8 to get to those numbers. So I always hope that it doesn't go that far. I don't want to get too tight in the end, but if all is well and my arm is cooperating, I'm hoping for a 9-7 or better victory.
And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
As always, thanks. I know we got a lot of people out there either tuning in for me or Ram or both, or maybe they may even tune in for Nick Teixeira. We don't know, but I appreciate everybody. And as always, keep tuning in.
Alrighty, well, you heard it here from the well-dressed opponent, probably winning best dressed tonight in this matchup already, Mike Maloney. We wish you nothing but the best luck. It almost.
It almost fits.
We wish you nothing but the best of luck in tonight's tough matchup.
Thank you.
Enjoy 15% off our October Dart of the Month special, the Target Japan Black Mark Dragon 3.0 darts, all month long, and bring your game to the next level with its fierce design and performance. These darts feature a front-loaded barrel with tons of milling and knurling that mimic the rough scales of dragon skin for different grip reference points throughout the dart. Finished with a sleek black coating, they'll fit right into anyone's dart collection seamlessly. As a bonus, the entire Target Japan Black Mark series will also be 15% off this month, including the Heracles model, which is currently one of our top 10 best-selling darts. You can also get a chance to win your choice of a Target Tacoma shell dart wallet in the color teal, purple, gray, blue, or black with our monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our October Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends November 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at atozdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Here for another great match in the CSC Challenger Series, we're joined by Scrooston Ram Guevara Jr. in another King Seat matchup against Mike Maloney. And Ram, before we get into it tonight, I already see what we're talking about, but what bar are we playing out of? What vendor are we playing for?
I'll be playing out of the Stadium Sports Bar, and I'll be playing for Star City Amusements.
And we're coming off a great week here. It's, of course, the PPD's TOC, one of our favorite tournaments. Talk to us a little bit about how you performed out there against all these different competitors.
I feel like I played well. All the doubles and in the no cap and trips and no cap. I mean, you know, the competition's always there. But I felt like I played really well.
Now, of course, you and Mike Maloney have played against each other quite a few times in the CSC at this point. I mean, what do you think? Are you tired of seeing him on the dartboard? What's your thoughts going into tonight's matchup?
Oh, man, I mean, it just proves to everybody that we're kind of like back and forth at the hill match. I mean, we do have to go through a lot of competition and shooters that, you know, bring their A game also. I mean, somehow we find a place our spot in there.
And now I'm going to do a tough question for you. What's going to be your scoreline prediction for tonight, and what is your guess on 9 marks for tonight?
Score line. I've been playing well. I know Mike had a little issue this past week, and I'm gonna go 9-7 myself. 9 marks. So I'm gonna try to give at least 30. I'm gonna try to break the record.
All right. I love it. Well, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
I just want to thank the wife, the kids. They're always supporting me. All my sponsors, they know who they are. And shout out to everybody who supports me, to the fans. I appreciate everything, y'all.
Well, we're excited to have you back on our show for another great seat match in Division 1 of the CSC. And Ram, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it. This is Ram Guevara. You're watching the CSC Challenge.
Well, okay. Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. Sorry for missing the first half of this matchup. Apparently, someone doesn't know how to operate equipment right. Me. All right. Well, we're back. Better than ever. Excited. No, our link was broken. So, hey, I just happy to be back. Will, Sean, Nick, the gang's back together. Here we go.
I like how I'm in front of him and Nick is behind him, obviously, by the way he pointed there.
Will, Sean,
My goodness.
Nick, way in the back.
All right. Chat, let us know. It is a 4-3 scoreline in favor of Ram. Who wins this? And what is the final over-under on 9 marks? How many are we at so far?
It looks like 9. 11. So somebody didn't do it right, which is Nick. We'll just blame that on him. All righty. I'll keep track the rest of the way. That's why I'm here. Sorry for missing out on a few ones. My bad. I am highly disappointed in this chat, by the way, for the are you smarter than a fifth grader statements. That is very depressing, ladies and gentlemen. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that you were going to be pretty embarrassed by a lot of those answers that you were even compared at all to Nick when it came to.
I just gotta say, Austin Braswell saying I've talked to Nick, so it has to be Will, is probably one of the top 3 roasts this week if the Hasbulla thing didn't happen.
Yeah, that Hasbulla thing was pretty awesome. Kudos to that guy on YouTube for pointing that out to us.
Amen.
All righty, here we go. I'm happy to be back. Ram Guevara has a 4-3 advantage. I'm going to be honest with you, fellas. I have him winning this 9-6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, threw in a 9 mark right there to get the point lead. Mike's going to look down. That is a very interesting, bold shot.
Yeah, you know, Ram's going to make him pay here. Up to the 18s with his last dart just because.
Nope. He hits it.
Yeah. Yeah, he thought he was going to go down just by the looks of it, but went right up, closed the 18, made the smart shot there. Now Maloney has to go to those 16s, and we always say the 16s and 15s, you can make your stand, but you have to be hitting 9s compared to the other guys, 6 or below, and I just don't see that happening right now as Ram has his 17s, and he's going to just run away with it.
Boom goes the dynamite. Ram Guevara Jr., another 9 in this leg. And, man, what a start. Shout out, happy birthday, Mr. Eddie Murphy. Hope you're doing well. Cody, what's up, brother? I don't know why it's obligatory, but that's fine.
Very underrated song in the fact that it's Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. So, there you go.
And part of every day?
No, not that song.
Oh.
Not even close. But it is a very good song if you want to look it up. Party All the Time, Eddie Murphy.
I thought we were talking about Kiss.
No, definitely not. Eddie Murphy, Kiss. How does that mix go together, buddy?
First of all, I don't know these people's names. There could be 85 Eddie Murphys. All right, Ram, 2 bowls needed to steal this leg and take a 5-3 lead and get the separation for the first time in the match. You got to keep them separated, and Ram does that. 6.17.
Yeah, the first 2-leg spread here of the evening goes to Ram Guevara. What a time to do it. We always say 7, 8, 9. He's got 7 and 8. Let's see if he can get 9. It's going to be a tough one to grab here against throw, but he just did it. So can he do it again? Going to be pretty difficult when you start off with a 9 if you're Mike Maloney.
Yeah, that's a great start for Mike. And he has now done that both times he's been broken. He's come back with a 9 mark on the 20s to start off the next leg. And that's, we talked about it this weekend. I talked about it last week. The difference between a good dart player and a great dart player is the ability to turn it on when you absolutely need to. And you see it from Mike Maloney right here, right now.
1000%. Just keeps chugging along. Great 7. Good mentionable here. Daniel Floyd said Rick James wrote "Party All the Time." That is correct. Yeah, that Rick James.
Sally's watching her son Ram play in Tampa. And Mike is
rolling.
Just throwing haymakers in this leg. 8-3-3 right now for Mike Maloney.
Did somebody tell him about that 9-6 statement? My bad.
I'm sure he's listened in and heard it himself.
Maybe he needs a little motivation. I mean, he's rocking the black shirt instead of the white, the traditional white that we see Maloney in.
Well, Steven Diker is in the chat, or Steve Diker's in the chat now. We saw his brother earlier, but Steve asking, what's the over-under for 9s? Will, give your prediction. I know that we're at 15 now, but a 7.75 for Mike Maloney, and that one's huge.
It's a little tough to give a proper prediction now, right? Because we're already in the middle of this at 15. I was thinking somewhere around the 34 and a half, 33 and a half mark. So I would say right in that range, but I don't know if it's like that. We'll get there. We'll see. Still a lot of play left in this one.
Ram starts off with a 9 on the 20s as well. Back-to-back legs starting off with a 9 for the player going first. See Animal in the chat. What's up, brother? And Chris Trinidad asking one of the all-important questions. We get a boom goes the dynamite back-to-back between both players. Are you guys not tired of darts yet?
Almost.
And I'm going to give my answer first, and that is I'm definitely not tired of darts that we've seen over the past week and a half, right? Like, we've gotten to see so many storylines play out at TOC. TOC was it's so rewarding to go there every year and just interact with all the people that watch along in our chat, that introduce themselves to us, that will say, good and bad things to our faces, which is always great either way. And yeah, it's just really cool to have that type of experience. And then of course the Continental Cup, watching Alex Bowman do what he did, is just on a whole different level. So no. And then back here for these two, forget about it. I'm not tired of this at all.
Yeah. Until I realize that I'm back on the road Wednesday for more. Oh my gosh, here we go. Yeah. I'd say I miss being home more than anything, but hey, we'll figure it out. Back to the match here. Ram about to plow in a 9.
Yep. Boom goes the dynamite. Look at that. Mike Hagenau let me know that, give me receipts here. Mike's up, but we're not going to worry about that switch. So Ram going to step up here. Who said the boom on the 8? Oh, that just happened?
Whoopsies.
Oh, well. Listen, whiz kid, we don't need it. All right, Leighton, calm it down. Relax, guys. Calm down. Jesus.
How dare you miss 1-9, Mark?
I
That
guess.
was actually an 8. Listen
what the
here.
hell?
Oh, hey. Luigi double hockey sticks on here, brother.
Well, there you go. Boom goes the dynamite. How's that? That'd been funny if that was an 8 mark too, by the way.
Oh, my.
Man, there were 7 different people now that have now corrected me on that.
Rightfully so.
I agree. Thanks everybody for keeping me on my toes. It's much appreciated.
Well, Ram over to the 16s or 15s. He goes to the 15s. Close the door there. One step closer to 6-4.
Yeah, Mike's throwing a 6-5 in this leg, and he's still not really close to taking the lead Ram has been brilliant with a 6-7-1 so far. Let's see if that can continue. This is insane.
Yeah, he just keeps trucking. I mean, this leg in general is pretty nasty. 6-7-1, 6-5-7. Now, opportunity for this to swing here potentially, but it's going to take a massive 9. And not going to happen anymore. He's got to commit on the 16s here. Can't afford to sway.
Given a chance for Ram to point on his honeypot, which he's not going to be able to get the point lead and take the shot there. And this is now a wide open moment for Mike Maloney to get back to an even score line.
Diego, how do you get a half in this 9 mark count? Well, in betting purposes, you got to go over or under that mark. So it gives you a even. Do you think it's going to be 34? Do you think it's going to be 33? So that's how that would work. Little breakdown. If you're a betting person, if you're not, well, it seems to be. There you go.
And boom goes the dynamite again from Ram. Is that okay for everybody for me to say that? All right, good.
Semi-decent. A little more if you can.
By the way, guys, continue to do that to me. I deserve it every single time. And I really mean that. Not you two that are on the mics with me. I'm talking about everybody else in the chat.
Don't worry, Sean. We're on it.
Whatever. You're the one who just did it. You hit the button after I said it. You didn't know either.
We do need to discuss something pretty important after this leg, guys. So
okay.
Let's just hold on. Let's get through this one if we can. I think it should end after this next round as Ram has the opportunity at the Bulls. And Mike, really no look here.
Yeah, it's gone.
Tyler Burrows says he ever misses 17s. Not really. It just seems to be his go-to, and he always it's just a bank number for him. He's going to get it 9 out of 10 times. And I mean, when you're that good at that number, you can almost start there and get away with it in most matches.
Yeah, but that's the brilliant thing about Ram is that, yeah, he's better on 17s than he is on other numbers, but he's still great on every other number. Yeah, 5-9-2 from Ram to keep that separation from Mike Maloney, who had an opportunity, but he only had one shot.
What a great leg. 13 rounds deep, 5-9-2 and a 5-7-5. All righty, here we go. This is what we need to really discuss because it's a very important thing, and I'm very disappointed, honestly. Can we talk about Nick Teixeira's form in the fast walk? Because the form was just pitiful.
Yeah, it was almost as bad as me pronouncing the word atrocious. Yeah, I mean, on the reverse side, of course, Will, you would have perfect form.
Well,
and speed walking because why wouldn't you? You know how to do everything. You probably minored in college in it.
Wichita speed walk champion of 2015, baby. Come on.
There's no way
I will say exactly what I said on your post. I was not given adequate time to understand the rules and the nuance of such a prestigious sport. I can test these results, okay? I got told 5 seconds before we started filming that what speed walking even was. I guarantee you, these hips don't lie, man. I'll get in there and I will move it.
What hips, sir? What hips?
Childbearing and proud, brother. Childbearing and proud.
Boom goes the dynamite for Mike Maloney there, out in front in this and dominating this leg.
I gotta say it. Nick may not have a butt crack. He may have a back crack.
Wow.
Flat ass and fire darts, baby.
Right.
That's me.
All right, we'll move on.
You can't say donkey like that.
Oh my! What a great leg!
Sticks.
What a great leg from Mike Maloney.
Don't start now.
Goodness.
No. You don't get to focus on this leg. It's me. 6.5. The hips don't lie.
Oh,
all right.
My.
Ram up first. Mike still needs to break the Guevara throw to go to a last leg decider. Ram just not going to give an inch, though. Mike's going to have to do it with a brilliant leg against the throw, like a 7+. And that might not even be enough. But this start's nice. It's a pretty decent start. Maloney gets the 21st winner chicken dinner 9 mark. Well, Ram's going to throw in one of his own because just letting Mike know I'm still going to dominate you. All right.
Why not?
I mean, it almost forces Mike to be perfect.
He has to. I mean, this is where Ram knows he's kind of has the advantage now. He's produced this 2-leg differential early in this matchup, where now he kind of decides the fate of this matchup. If he loses one, Mike he'll get the start again, and then he keeps on, and that's what's been the benefit here, as he keeps on trucking to these 9s here.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 4 9 marks, and they've only thrown 6 rounds total, 3 apiece. That's insanity. 8.0 playing a 7.33.
Fantastic. Just keeps clicking.
Adjusts.
And look at the point. Scored. Yeah, look at the point differential here. I mean, it forces Mike to be perfect on the 18s. He's not going to be. So this look coming up is going to be all Rams. He's going to go 18s first start and on. He'll probably take one look at the 17s just to make sure.
18, 15, 17. 20s, 18s.
Yeah, exactly. I forget those 20s are still open. I look right to the 17s with him every time just because he's so good at that number. Zach just now figuring out that I'm from Wichita, buddy.
No way.
Zach, is your dad Don Zimmerman? Because if he is, yeah, I know Don.
Oh, here we go. Small town feel.
Dan Zimmerman, I should say.
Oh yeah, get it right if you're gonna name call.
Well, there's 2. There's a Don Zimmerman and a Dan Zimmerman from Wichita.
Well, there's also a Zach Zimmerman.
One could be.
Mike, yeah, I mean, it has to feel so just to be throwing a 6-2 heading into that round, and just you're miles behind still. Miles. Yeah, Ram's so good.
Yeah,
the worst he's getting is a 6 mark.
He is playing so well right now. This will be 7-5 after this.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Dan.
There we go. I played your dad one time. The pleasure of doing that. He's a very good player back in the day. ADO ranked in the top 10 there for a little while.
Zach, isn't it creepy that he knows all this information about your dad? Well, Ram wins that one. 7-5 score line here in the king seat match. Ram trying to get to that king seat and get the advantage over Mike Maloney. Mike got the king seat last year, and I think that led to the title for Mike. 2 years ago, it was Ram. Are we going to see Ram get it done in this match? Do you think Mike's going to start pressing here?
He has to. He knows he's kind of at that point where Ram, he needs 2 legs to his 4. I mean, You're feeling a little bit. There's your door. There's your door opener.
Yeah, but for Mike, this is annoying. This is not the right time for Ram to make this mistake and for Mike to start off the way he did. Against the throws when he's going to need to do that.
Yes.
He's got to hope for that against the throw. And if you're Ram, you know that all you have to do is play your best on your throw and you win this thing. So maybe he's taking a little time off. Allie Style in the chat saying, Cody Steinbrink, who we got to see play on Saturday night. Can I go with you next time? I want to watch these guys in person. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch these guys in person. Mike's going to win this leg, barring anything crazy. Like crazier than a 9 mark.
Close to it, but it's only a 6. So Mike, to take full advantage here, close the 18s, may grab the 16s as well. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Ram, again, not bothered by this. This does not matter to him. This is just it would be a bonus leg if he won it. He's already done the work to get the advantage here. It's like you're up 20 seconds in a Formula One race. You're just coasting to the finish line right now. 6.21 from Maloney. 3.5 from Ram's going to destroy that average, but it's 7-6, or as the cool kids would say,
6-7.
6-7.
Why are we doing this, guys?
Because
Why?
it's gone way past unfunny and it's circling back into so unfunny it's a little funny.
Yep. Because now the old people are doing it. A 4-mark opening from Ram, Exhibit A. See how Mike responds. This is an opening. A 4-mark opening from Ram is an opening for Mike. And looking up.
And
he
does
knows
not collect.
He knows he's got to hit that dart to actually make that opening count. Becky saying, making the little Maloney's at home smile. See, I'm doing it for the kids.
I believe she was talking to me.
I said it too. You just only heard yourself. Mike looking up now. Double. That's all right. That's a safe shot. He's annoyed by it, but it's a safe shot and what he needed to do.
I think one of the most interesting things that Mike said in his interview, and he's mentioned this before, is Ram's going to go ahead and hit a massive 9 here to go ahead and try to get himself to match point in this leg, pushing on early advantage. But Mike said it. He does not like it when it goes to a last leg decider. He does not like the added pressure that comes to that. He's going to do everything he can to avoid something like that, but it's seeming inevitable at the way this match is shaping up.
Well, now it's Mike responding 9 following 9. We're at 26 total. If we're going to get to over 40, these guys are going to have to really start hitting those 9s.
It's just such a hard number to accomplish. Once you get that, I mean, nobody's saying we're going to get to 53 again, but once you post that number, people expect it every time you play again. And it's so tough to do, but they can get close.
Back-to-back 9s from Maloney. He is attacking this Guevara throw. This would put us back to an even ball game to where no more breaks of throw need to be had.
Well, no matter what Ram does here, he can't get throw.
Correct. And Mike has played in 2 last league deciders already this year or this season, and he has won both of them. Does that experience help if it does go the distance here, Will?
I don't think necessarily it does. I think that it proves you're a fighter, but you don't definitely want to find yourself in those situations, you know? I think it's all about grabbing that start in the last leg and hitting a 9 to push the momentum your way. I think what happens from there, who knows? But yeah, I think that's what you got to do. Win that diddle is essential.
This is the same tee up that Ram did last time. Mike needs the double.
I think that this is a great tee up job, and I think he's going to accomplish it. 4 needed for 8-6. This would be incredible.
7 out of 10 times.
Exactly, 7 out of 10 times.
Whoa.
But oh no,
not going to do it here. Wow,
Mike got away with one.
7-7, my friend.
I love it. I love it. Kudos. I absolutely love that we're going to, I think this, now you're in this position, probably going to go 8-8. You see it going both ways here in these next 2 legs.
Yeah, I do. Now, that being said, we saw this in the Alex Bowman-Leonard Gates match, right? The winner of this leg does have the opportunity against the throw to throw perfect. If you do that, you're going to win this thing 9-7. Ram starting off with a 9 mark on the 20s here to ensure that he gets the best chance of that 8-7 scoreline lead. And we did see that in the Spellman-Gates match where Spellman shot 11 darts total in that cricket leg with nothing that Leonard could do. So, and both these guys have that same exact gear, right? So you don't want to lose this leg and rely on the fact that you're going to be able to go first in the next one. Doesn't matter because Ram's perfect through 6 darts. Boom goes the dynamite.
Hello. Well, okay.
And for Daryl Cortez, Ram just joined the White Pony Club there.
Good 5,
want-
but it's just simply not enough.
No, yeah. Ram, you blew it. What was that second dart? You don't need more points. And Mike just practicing for the next leg where he will get the start.
But like you said, I mean, that kind of leg, Ram could very well turn this and get it 9-7.
Yep, this is an important leg right here. Bless you.
Well, nobody else heard that but you, Sean. Thanks for calling me out.
Well, I didn't want you to not get blessed, you know? That'd be rude. All right, Mike starting off the penultimate leg. And he's starting it off nicely. And he dusts off the dart, and he's definitely going to hit a triple on the third dart. It was a 555, though, and that sucks. So 60-point lead for Maloney. Ram going to try and hammer the 9s. If he hits the first 2, he might look up. Staying there now. Yep. Chat. Who do you have win this thing? Are we going the distance? Let us know right now. And don't miss out on the biggest Harrows launch of the year. Take a sneak peek into 2026 with exciting new Harrows darts, accessories, and so much more. While you're at it, don't forget to shop the A to Z Darts October Dart of the Month special before the month ends. Just tap the banners on the A to Z Darts website to shop the collection.
Yeah, pretty good launch for that Harrows one. Definitely need to go check that out. Some new points to look at. Some interchangeable stuff. Interesting. And this is pretty interesting for Mike as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of needed to collect there on that last one, but he did the damage on the 17s that you almost need to do against Ram.
It's not going to be as detrimental as it could have been. Mike now should be in the driver's seat here just to run.
Well, that's why you saw him attack the 20s there. He knew that even a triple 18 there with the last dart wouldn't be as beneficial, so tried to close out the 20s and make it count. But now you've got a 98-point differential. Have to have the 9 here on the 16s, and even with that, you're going to be down. And this, folks, is going to go the distance. It just looks like it.
I have to make up for something here. Aaron Sabatis is in the chat. Says it's going to come down to who's going first, and she thinks Ram's going to get the start off the diddle. Mike does get to diddle second, and boom goes the dynamite there from Maloney. Does that make the difference here, Will?
We saw what it did off the start. He backed up the 140 from Ram with a 145 on Bull, and that's the advantage going second on the start, is because if your opponent lays in the 2 big triples and doesn't take the look at the Bull early, which you shouldn't, you should stay there, try to bang in the 180. You have the opportunity to either take that look or do what you want with it. Well, here we go.
Well, here we go. We're going the distance. We're going for speed, Will. Gosh. Thanks for leaving me hanging there at the end. All right.
I'm no longer going with it anymore. Sorry.
Ram stepping up.
And right off the rip, unfortunate for Ram, as Mike's going to get this start no matter what. I mean, maybe even first start.
Well, he can't do it first start.
Yeah, but come on, let's be real. Let's be real.
Nope, not yet. There it is.
Yeah,
he didn't have to throw all 3. So Mike Maloney with the start here in another last leg decider for him. Can he fade another last leg decider? He did it in week 1 against Bob McCoy. Did it against Sean Cafflish, the runner-up in the CSI at TOC in week 2. Can he do it here against the great Ram Guevara Jr.? in the king seat.
It's all about who gets to start and what you do with it. 9 mark needed. He's going to get a 9 mark.
Boom goes the dynamite. Hulk smashes into 9. It's going to be really difficult now from Ram.
That is, exactly what you need to do if you're Maloney. And that might just be enough. He's just got to keep holding on here. Only a 4 from Ram, so he has the option to just go around the board here. 19s, 18s, 17s if he wants. There's the 19s. Here's the 18s or 17s.
Goes back up to the 20s. Do it. I like the 17s move there, right? Because it's Ram's number.
It's also a closer look, too. That shift over from the 1917s makes sense rather than all the way up just to go back down. But, yeah, the fact that that is Ram's number, take that out as quickly as possible. And there you go. Close the door with a double onto the 18s.
Mike has not had the lead since leg number 5.
Well, he's going to get the lead when it matters most at the end. Come on now. This is quite the performance in the last leg decider for Mike Maloney.
You knew that 9 was coming in just maybe not close the door entirely.
Well, just to make you think, right? But with 3 wedges, you should be able to get it done here.
Brilliance. Absolute brilliance from Mike Maloney. We'll call that a Mooney coffin shot. And 7-7-5 after throwing dominating darts in the last leg to send us to a last leg decider. Again, good dart players versus great dart players. Great dart players do what they need to do when it matters most. And Mike Maloney has shown that again tonight. Ram not doing anything wrong. Just getting outplayed here at the end by Mike. 2 bowls needed.
Wow.
6.25, not enough. 7.07 from Mike Maloney in the last leg decider. How about that, man? To throw a 7+ in the last leg decider to get the king seat in Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, a place Mike Maloney is getting used to being, sitting in the throne. And the worst he can do now is $2,250.
Very, very good stuff from those gentlemen. You just look at the overall averages. Definitely went Mike's way with a 5.81 compared to Ram's 5.43, but really tasty stuff. You look at Ram, he took advantage of opportunities there, and same for Mike at the end of the match. When he needed it the most, he broke down that 2-leg spread from 7-5 to 7-7, and then made it. We got 1-1 there, got the count up, and hit a 9. Exactly what you need to do in that circumstance. And kudos to Mike Maloney for getting it done here once again in the last leg decider.
Yeah, I mentioned that Spellman did that to Leonard Gates last week. Mike did not even give Ram an opportunity to do that in the penultimate leg or the last leg. And that says a lot about Mike Maloney there. Hats off to him once again. And Mike Maloney, Hulk smash is your king seat. Who's going to come back on the loser side of the bracket? There are a lot of big names left in this tournament, Will. You got Alex Spellman, you got Ram Guevara Jr., Sean Cathlish. Who are you thinking?
A little bit more difficult for Alex now, being that his focus is going to be a little bit more on steel tip, and it always is, but he's going to be wanting to get ready for the Grand Slam of Darts and upcoming events with that Ali Powie berth now. So I don't know, man. This is going to be difficult, but the fact that Mike Maloney has the king seat once again is really thrilling because he has an opportunity to go back-to-back, an accomplishment we've seen a couple times here in Division number 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's just rattle off the remaining players in the CSC Challenger Series for Division 1 of Season 9. You got Kellen Sperlin, Ryan Jervis. Listen, if you watch TOC at all, you know everything about those 2 players. Alex Spellman is playing Sean Cathlish tonight. The winner of that one gets Mike Carter. And then, of course, the 2 players we just saw, Ram Guevara Jr. and Mike Maloney. One of those names will be your champion of Season 9.
Who's it going to be, folks? Let us know. Well, we got another one coming your way Wednesday night with a Division 2 battle. Join us Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Set your alarms. You don't want to forget about us, as we'll be right here to bring in the entertainment once again on USA Darts and our partners promoting darts. Well, we'll see you then, folks. What do you say? From Will, Sean, Nick, any final thoughts?
Brett Hollanday, John Edwards on Wednesday for the king seat of Division 2. You definitely don't want to miss that, just like Will said.
Pretty good one. We'll see you then.
Have a good night.